Hello friends, welcome to my channel English Notes. Friends, today's topic of my notes is Summary of Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare. The play starts out with the hero's return. Don John had just rebelled against his brother, the prince, Don Pedro. Don Pedro took his army, including Claudio and Benedict, to fight against him. Claudio fought so well that he became the prince's favorite. They put down the uprising and were now returning home with the rebel prince. On the way, they stopped by Leonato's house, and this is where most of the story happens. Now, Leonato has a brother, Antonio, a niece, Beatrice, and a daughter, Hero, living with him. The prince comes by. The Leonato invites him to stay for a month. While they are talking, Benedict and Beatrice, who have a little feud going on, bicker with each other, having a war of wits. They are both sworn bachelors, or old maids if you will, but still in their prime. Meanwhile, Claudio falls in love with Hero, who is short. Now, after everyone else leaves, Claudio confides to Benedict and later to Don Pedro that he is in love. Benedict mourns that he will never see three bachelors together again, and Don Pedro swears that he will see Benedict in love. Don Pedro then turns to Claudio and plans with him how to win Hero's hand. It is decided that at the masked ball that night, Don Pedro would woo Hero as Claudio, since he is apparently more charming. But two people overhear this plan: Antonio, Hero's uncle, and Boracchio, a worker and troublemaker for Don John. Antonio tells Leonato, who decides to tell Hero along with counseling her how to act. Boracchio tells Don John, who decides to try to upset the plan to get back at Claudio for helping overthrow his rebellion. That night, everyone meets for the ball, and Don Pedro goes off to woo Hero. Beatrice doesn't recognize Benedict and so agrees to dance with him, but keeps on saying rude things about Benedict. Everyone dances off, leaving Don John, Boracchio, and Claudio alone. Don John knows it's Claudio, but pretends to think that it is Benedict, and lies about how Claudio was tricked by Don Pedro, who is actually winning Hero for himself. He then exits, leaving Claudio enraged. Benedict comes on telling him that Don Pedro has got Hero to agree to marriage, and Claudio storms off. Don Pedro comes on and Benedict tells him what happened. The fam comes on, including Beatrice, and Benedict run away from her. Claudio enters to be reassured by the Don Pedro that Hero wants to marry him. They are all very happy and start teasing Beatrice about the day she gets married. After she leaves, they all make a pact to get Benedict and Beatrice madly in love with each other, frustrated that his plan did not succeed. Don John and Boracchio plot again against the marriage. They decide that Boracchio will get Margaret to talk lovingly to him from Hero's window. Boracchio will call her Hero, and Don John will bring Claudio and Don Pedro there to see it, thus proving that Hero is not faithful. Meanwhile, another plot is unfolding. Claudio, Leonato, and Don Pedro meet in the garden where they know Benedict is. They speak about how much Beatrice loves Benedict, but is too shy to do anything but tease him. In the parlor, Margaret tells Beatrice that Hero and Ursula are talking about her in the garden. Hero had sent Margaret to tell Beatrice that. When Beatrice gets there, Hero and Ursula start talking about how amazing Benedict is and how in love he is with Beatrice, but how Beatrice is too proud to listen to any of it. They leave, and Beatrice vows to put her pride aside and learn to love Benedict. Then on to the night before the wedding, the night when Don John and Borachio put their plan into action. In the town, the watchmen are set up and on the lookout. They see Borachio and Conrad coming and hide. They listen as Borachio tells Conrad the whole story. Then they come out, tie them up, and take them off to Leonato. Meanwhile, Don John decides to run away, figuring that the plot would eventually be uncovered. At the house, everyone is busy getting ready for the wedding. Leonato tells the watchman to come back later. At the wedding, in the middle of the ceremony, Claudio declares that Hero was unfaithful. He had seen her speaking tenderly and lovingly to another man at night. Everyone is stunned. And when Don Pedro and Claudio both insist Hero faints and Leonato disappears. Don Pedro and Claudio lives and Hero revives, but everyone is still confused. The friar counsels that they tell everyone that Hero is dead. Everyone had seen her faint until they get to the bottom of the mystery. So that's what they do, and eventually Leonato finally hears the watchman's story. When Claudio and Don Pedro hear, they cause the death of an innocent lady. They are both very sad, and Claudio is heartbroken as he remembers how he loved her. For penance, Leonato tells them to sing all night at Hero's tomb, and then in the morning marry her cousin, who looks very similar to Hero. Of course, it's actually Hero herself, and Don Pedro and Claudio get the surprise of their lives. Benedict and Beatrice confront each other about their loves and each says that they don't really love the other. But then Claudio and Hero produce scrolls written by Beatrice and Benedict, which declares a passionate love. So Beatrice and Benedict get married as well, and Don John get captured, and they all live happily ever after. So friends, this is my notes on Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare. I hope you like it. If you like my video, please like, share, comment and subscribe. And please friends, don't forget to press the bell icon for new video notification. Thanks for watching.